There you go. You know. Now let's see if they don't check that receipt and look up that what is he? Some idiots or whatever he said he was. That was that was he goes all over the country. He went to Detroit and did that. Detroit, yo, Detroit is a lot of gangster shit. He went to Detroit and did that YouTube boy, with his pranks. And it is funny, I ain't gonna lie, but very dangerous. Very dangerous. He's had guns pulled on him quite a few times. He got roughed up, beat up once or twice, run off blocks, and some of them didn't care the cameras did. It was like, yo, fuck the camera, fuck you, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, like that. After they rolled on him, you know? Brooklyn. He went to Brooklyn and did that. Jesus Christ. And the Polo Grounds. Yep. You know where he didn't come and do it? He didn't come over here, Miriam, the Bronx, or High Bridge. I guess, hey, y'all ain't on the map. Y'all not on the map for thugging shit like that. Y'all on the map for shit like, burning down the buildings you lived in and crying about, well, the landlord paid me to do it. And so everybody else says, well, hey, they're in bad circumstances and nobody cared about the Bronx. And so, they flared up resentment. Really? Did they do that back where y'all come from? Fuck no. They'll be dealt with bad by whoever. The gangs, the cops, corrupt cops, or whoever. Oh no. But they come here for the better life, and not what they do. Because I guess the anchor babies, all the anchor babies that y'all bred here, the Latinos, during the fucking, all of that, migration inward for the last 30 years for the drug trade. I guess all them anchor babies, for some strange reason, though they speak good English, had the same educational opportunities. They just wanted to be professional partiers, just like y'all, and, hey, just have these little low-paying jobs or sell drugs or gang bang or whatever, steal or rob or whatever to get money. Jump people, all of that. The stuff they do, your kids, Spanish, and also black American hood rats, not leaving y'all out, or even the Africans. Kids that start to act wild as fuck. All of them. I don't see the Asian kids doing it yet, but there's been a couple who done some crazy shit, so they're starting to, just wilding out, stealing, hurting people, or gangbanging. I had an Asian lady in the supermarket was standing in front of me, and she just had this whole meltdown because I moved forward a little bit. I didn't touch her, or whatever, but I had to move forward to ask the lady, the cashier, a question. And this Asian lady was in line in front of me, said, move away from me. And I was looking at her like she was insane. I wanted to just leave it because I was getting so mad, yo. I didn't want to do something. Now, this is how the Asians act. They're all of a sudden very fragile and, we need hate crime and this and that. Anybody who feels they need a hate crime from black people, because they keep trying to say black people are savages and attacking everybody. Really? Well, let's start this. Number one, if it were true, which is not true, black people are not attacking everybody, why would they want to move into our communities? You want to move in a community where people get attacked? I'm sure they would call back home and say, oh my God, I was attacked, this and that, they're attacking us everywhere, and I think I want to go home. Huh? That's what I would do if I was in Puerto Rico and being attacked by Puerto Ricans. I wouldn't stay there and talk about, well, I need a hate crime bill, but I'm going to live with them anyway, invite more people to live with them anyway, my grandma, my grandpa, everybody, hey. Because, they attack everybody, but, whatever. I'll still invite my family and, because America, I want to be American and I need help and, but those black people, we'll go live with them. But, hey, they're trash. They're this, they're that. All of y'all do that. You're foreigners. All of you. I go places in New York. I'm looked at strangely by things like Spanish people in Washington Heights. Well, then go home if you're uncomfortable around black Americans. Or Coney Island. Looked at strangely by Russian people down there who have, taken up a whole block of area, Brighton Beach and this and that. In Brooklyn, You know, because that's what y'all do. Y'all come here and just basically set up your tribes. Planish and only deal with your own. Only deal with Americans if you want something from them. Disrespect black Americans all the time. Use black Americans like maybe to work in your business or something, or use black Americans if you're trying to get a scam going, like, you know, oh, hey, this and that, you know, that you want to scam against black Americans. You know, oh, can I buy we buy social security card and birth certificate. Like, I'm going to sell my child's birth certificate and social security card. You know, the Puerto Ricans did that. That's where they started that, doing that. Because they didn't care. They didn't need the status or whatever, so I guess they didn't care. And they would do that. I know of a couple who did it. Yep, that's right. I think my ex-husband might have done it. I'm not sure if he did, but I know of, he know people did it. You know, he was fine with it. You know, his brother used to make false IDs, try to claim he would make false IDs. His brother was very criminal, very. Taught my husband all the criminal shit he knows, his older brothers, instead of teaching him right. Yeah, and his brother tried to molest him, his older brother, Tony. Yeah, he told me himself and told me he would never leave Tony alone around our kids. When our kids went down there, you know, and I said that too, because I saw Tony try to get fresh with his niece, their niece, Krista Lee, I think her name was, Crystal, her name was Crystal too, and he tried to get fresh with it. I saw it, but I didn't want to say nothing, because I was in the house, went upstairs to go to use the bathroom upstairs, wash my hands for dinner, and he was there lying on the bed with little Crystal, his niece. She was about 8 years old at that time, like maybe 10, on top of her, tickling her. I know what that is. I've been sexually molested. And she was wiggling around trying to get away, but he wouldn't let her get away. He had her right on top of his damn penis in his, private area. And her on top of his private area. And I looked at him like real weird. And then, I think he stopped because he saw how I was looking at him. And then they were saying, dinner's ready. And then, I was, so I think she came down for dinner a little minute later. Yeah. And I told Gil too, so he would know. Because Tony had tried to molest his own brother years ago when Gil was little. Gil's short, but he's stocky, he's strong. And he said he punched his brother in the funky hit him in the chest, rocked him. Because his brother had been in jail a lot, and I guess he was doing that in jail maybe. I don't know. If you tried to do it on your brother at home, you definitely did it in jail. Motherfucker. Where'd you learn that at? Didn't learn it from their parents. Their parents were great people, man, very respectful, and no freaky deaky or nothing stupid shit going on in the house. So, yeah, So I know he didn't learn it from their mom and dad, who've been married forever, and his mother was a virgin when she married her husband. Yeah. Nasty. But they ain't the only ones. My family did shit like that too. A lot of y'all do. And y'all come here and y'all want to be in our communities with us and lie, act like y'all are great people, but you tell the white people at the border and stuff, the media at the border and this and that, all the activists who come here and the anchor babies who want to be activists for their people only, yep, or for migrants, foreigners only, yep, no activists stepping up for black people, even though they talk about all the racism. Oh, but it's only against them. The blacks, oh yeah, they're racist against the blacks, and keep on moving on. Lying on black people, all of y'all. A black man did it. You all say it, motherfuckers. Black people don't go around saying a white man did it. A Spanish man did it. An Asian man did it. They'll say I didn't do it. They'll lie too. But they ain't going around blaming it on y'all racists. We ain't doing that. Wholesale. You might find one or two nutty, but we ain't doing that. How a black man gonna blame shit on anybody? They immediately look at cameras and checking all that, and they see a black face. It ain't gonna fucking ever work. And we don't do it. We don't do that. Y'all come in and do it to us. In our own communities where you're selling drugs to us, getting our kids hooked on, women, everybody. Want everybody hooked on drugs, everybody buying drugs. But if they do buy something and use it, they're bad. Y'all are not, even though y'all do the same thing. They're bad. They all want drugs. Y'all are the ones who all wanted to bring the drugs here. Let's get that straight. Because none of that shit was made here. Okay? They might grow some weed and shit here now. Or do other things here now. But back then, it was just weed, heroin, coke, pills. And the big thing was the heroin back when my mother was, my mother got addicted. And my father and his family was selling the heroin. And then in my generation, it was the coke and the crack. And y'all flooded our country with it. working with the white man to bring it in. Make sure it got in. And all the other crimes and shit that we got here now. Sex trafficking, human trafficking, child trafficking. Handing your kids over to strangers, criminals, gang bangers, or fucking cartel members, what do they call them? Coyotes, right? That travel across the border and bring your kids across the border, a stranger. Motherfucking criminal gangbangers and shit. And some of your kids don't make it across the border, ain't that right? Some of your kids get left in the desert. Recently, there was a 2-month-old child. A 2-month-old child found left in the desert. I want to know who is this fantastic migrant mother bitch who fucking left her 2-month-old child, which is Spanish, in the fucking desert. Did she leave her child in the desert, 2-month-old? Or did she hand her 2-month-old child over to somebody who then left her child in the desert? Crazy, stupid shit. Y'all are not good parents. Y'all are not good parents at fucking all. You need to fucking sterilize yourselves or get on birth control. You like to do a lot of fucking and do crazy shit like that. And will pay money for a stranger to transport your child across the border. So they took your money, took your child, probably put your child into sex trafficking or something, or hurt your child. You never see your kid again, and you think you're a good parent. Man, get the fuck out of here, you motherfuckers, and think you won't do shit like that to our children, or oh no, they said, Trump said, oh, they're rapists. And no, not all. Some. And the rest who are not, they don't say fucking nothing about the crime, the drugs, the nothing. Y'all put your women on birth control and your kids, females on birth control to cross the border so they don't get pregnant in case they get raped by the very motherfuckers you hand them over to. And you think that's good parenting. Well, let me put them on birth control in case they get raped. But we won't put them on birth control to not have kids because that's against our religion. Shut up, bitch. I can't stand none of you. None of you. The African ones, too. Can't stand none of you. None of the foreigners coming across the fucking bridge. Of the fucking border. I know some of them do need help. And they should have help, But the rest of y'all are fucking it up for them and fucking up for the legal immigrants even stand against you now. And you'll say to the legal immigrants, you're racist. Shut the fuck up and get an education. And maybe you won't have so many fucking problems. And also, fight for your own countries and stop saying black people's this and that. Y'all are weak motherfuckers. We're the strong ones. We fought for everything we got and everything y'all got. And we provided. And you motherfuckers disrespect us? Fuck you. Yeah, you bite the hand that feeds you. It's time to get out. Yeah, I said it because the white people can't because you call them racist. Half of them might be. The other half of them are. The other half is not. They're right. Who would want to live around shit like this? They don't want it in the fucking communities, but guess what? They want y'all here. That's where y'all gonna be. Because I'm gonna do everything I can to get my black people together to watch y'all closely in our communities like y'all watch us. And when y'all do crimes and shit, we'll make sure it's known. Because y'all will never tell. Y'all always blame it on a black person. Right? Black man did it. Shut the fuck up, bitch.